Hey, it's me, your boy Blue Getsuga, and I'll be talking about new cards coming out of this new Duelist Pack set. And right now we're getting a lot of Nash's cards. I'm not saying Shark, but I'm just gonna say Nash because let's be real. I mean, they're the same people, but you know what I mean. Anyways, let's get started. First, we have Abyss Shark, and it's a level 5 water fish effect monster with 1200 attack and 700 defense. And I'm surprised that this is the first time we're getting a card called Abyss Shark. It seems like it would be very obvious. Anyways, for its first effect, if all monsters you control are water monsters, minimum 1, you can special. Oh yeah, it says they put the restriction first. You cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except water monsters. Also, the next battle damage your opponent takes this turn from battle involving your number monster and another monster is doubled. Also, special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, add one level 3, 4, or 5 fish monster from your deck to your hand, except Abyss Shark. Needless to say, this effect is really good. As you can tell, that it's kind of loaded, and it practically has 3 different effects shoved into one effect. Double damage, you get to add a card, like add a fish monster from your deck to your hand, and you get to special summon this card from your hand. This card's pretty good, and it definitely replaces Mermaid Shark, because that card is terrible simply due to the fact that it's a level 1 fish monster. Second effect, if this card is used for the Exceed summon of a number monster, it can be treated as level 3 or 4, just like Lantern Shark and Buzzsaw Shark. Next we have Crystal Shark, which, when you look at it, it looks like one of Rio's cards, or I guess that one anime exclusive shark monster that Shark used in the anime. Anyways, it's level 5 water fish effect monster with 1100 attack and 800 defense, and its first effect reads, if this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can target one water monster on the field. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except Exceed monsters. Also special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field, and if you do, the targeted monster's current attack becomes halved. It's pretty nice, especially if you're doing that combo that turns all your opponent's monsters into water monsters. You can just target one of their monsters instead. But and pretty much half their monster's attack. Second effect, if this card is used for the Exceed summon of a number monster, it can be treated as level 3 or 4 monster. Needless to say, these two cards are really good. They special summon themselves and they have added effects. It's pretty nice. Now for the more generic of Nash's cards. Next, for the first... For the spell cards, we have Barian's Chaos Draw, or as I like to call it, the Aspel Draw, because that annoyed me so much in the anime. Anyways, to activate this card, you must draw it for your normal draw in your draw phase. Reveal it, then keep it revealed until the main phase 1. During your main phase 1, that same turn, you can activate one of these effects. Send one rank up magic, the 7th one, or one 7 Emperor's normal spell from your deck to the graveyard. This effect becomes that card's effect when this card is activated. So you could pretty much use this in Battling Boxers too, or any of the other decks that the Barian Emperor is used. So you can easily summon your Chaos Exceeds monsters. And the other effect is special summon up to 2 monsters from your deck, but their effects are negated, and if you do, immediately after this effect resolves, Exceed summon one number Exceeds monster using all the summoned monsters, which is really nice, except that is kind of weird. Because it says immediately Exceed summon, so why did it give you the option up to 2? You cannot Exceed summon with just 1 unless you're playing Zodiac. And even then, you wouldn't even be able to do that because it locks you into number Exceeds monsters. I'm going to assume that line gets changed when they print this card, but I just find that really strange. Next, we have Ascension of the Seven Emperors, and its first effect reads: take one rank up magic, the seventh one, one Seven Emperors spell/trap other than Ascension of the Seven Emperors, one Barian spell trap, or one rank up magic quick play spell from your deck, and either add it to your hand or place it on top of the deck. Excuse me. There's a lot to digest about that first effect, but basically it kind of covers most ground, except for, rank up magic Numeron Force, which is one card I really like using in the Shark deck. I guess as well as my Onomatopoeia deck, but I guess it would be very weird to be able to search that, especially since this is Barian related. Second effect, if your opponent controls a monster special summon from the extra deck, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then send one rank up magic spell. So I guess this effect kind of covers rank up magic Numeron Force. Anyway, send one rank up magic spell from your hand to the graveyard. This effect becomes that spell's effect when that card is activated. So this is pretty nice. Next and lastly, we have Eternity of the Seven Emperors, and it's a continuous trap card. And its first effect reads, its first and only effect, you can target one Xyz monster you control that is a number monster with number between 101 and 107 in its name, or such a monster as material. Then activate one of these effects. One effect reads, negate the effects of one face-up monster your opponent controls with equal or lower attack until the end of this turn. Kinda weird. And, kinda weird how there's an attack restriction, but whatever. That's fine, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Next, it reads, detach all material from that monster. Then you can special summon one number Xyz monster from your graveyard. Not sure how often that's going to be used, but okay, I guess. Needless to say, you're probably not going to be running this card in your Shark deck. You'll probably be running with that Xyz Splash. I think that's what the name of that card is called. I forgot the name, but I basically run in my Shark decks. But anyways, that's all I have for the Nash cards. And it's been me, your boy Blue Getziga, and I'm out.